Now just take 1 or 2 more breaths lying down onto your back. Slow, steady breaths. And on your next inhale, take the arms overhead. So let's go into a big stretch, arms back, just that big yawny stretch that we love to do. And then exhale, just bring the arms back down alongside the body. And then we'll do that twice more. And then as you take the big stretch behind, just be really mindful of where it's tight, what's pulling. And then bring it back down. Last one. Stretch back. And then bring your arms down alongside the body. Okay, let's bring the knees into the chest and hold on to the knees. And then as you hold on to the knees, bring your nose up towards the knees. And then lower your head back down. Let's do that again. Lifting your nose up towards the knees. Lifting your head up. And then bringing your head back down. Okay, last one like that. This time, bring your nose up towards the knees. And then as you take your head down, reach your arms and legs away from each other. And then bringing your nose back to the knees. And then stretch out. See if you can keep your arms and legs just off the floor. Keep your core engaged. And then again, bring your nose to the knees. Stretch out again, arms and legs are out, core engaged. And exhale, nose to the knees. So we'll do that one more time. You're aiming to hover the arms and legs off the floor. And then bring your nose back to the knees. Now lower the head down. And take the feet to the floor. Keep your knees bent. Take your arms to the floor alongside the body. Lift the hips up. Come up into a bridge. Stay there just for a moment with your hands still on the floor. And then exhale, roll down. We'll do that again. Just keep your hands down alongside the body and lift your hips up, coming up, holding. And then exhale down. We're going to do that one more time, lifting the hips up. And this time, as you lift the hips up, bring your hands underneath your body, intertwine the fingers, press down into the floor, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes, and hold the squeeze. Keep lifting and holding. Take a few breaths, focusing at the throat. One more breath, open that front body. And then exhale, coming all the way down. We're going to take a few moments here in butterfly position. You can wrap your arms around the top of the head and just focusing in on the breath again. Belly, ribs, chest, breathing. One more breath, then we'll slide the legs back down the mat. Take a big stretch, reach your arms behind. We're going to raise the right leg straight up to the ceiling. Come up and grab the leg and bring your nose towards the knee. And then we stretch back again, reach back with the arms. Exhale, bring the other leg up and bring your nose towards the knee. And that hamstring stretch. And then bring that leg down, reach back with both arms. And then as you exhale, make your way to a sitting position. Now just sit with your hands on your shins. And then as you exhale, just slide forward towards your toes. Now tuck your chin in a little bit, hanging. And then inhale. So we start off slowly, roll back to upright. Exhale, just slowly, like a roll down, just sliding the hands forward. And then slowly back up. We'll do that one more time. Exhale, sliding forward. Now, if you can, you're going to grab hold of something. Maybe it's your toes, maybe it's your ankles. And you're going to tuck your chin and hold it here. You could do a little lean to one side, lean to the other side. And then easing out of that position. Good. Let's come to a cross-leg position. Feel free to sit on a cushion. Take your fingers to your shoulders. And we're just going to move into shoulder rotations. Now I can see that Larry's got the green box. So does that mean everybody's only seeing Larry? You're muted, so you have to do a thumbs up or a thumbs not. Can you see me? Yeah, okay, good. Now go the other way with the circles. Look at my dog looking at the sunrise. How cute. So take your time. It is Friday, so notice if you've been working out or anything else, just notice what's going on around the shoulders and things like that. If there's any tension from the week. Now, taking your right arm straight up to the ceiling, place that hand onto your back between your shoulder blades. Now, take your left hand over the top. You're going to grab your left elbow, your right elbow, and then we're going to lean over towards the left. So you want to feel that stretch down the right side, focusing on the tricep and the lats. We come back to center. The left hand, fingertips between the shoulder blades. You're going to grab your left elbow and we're going to lean over to the side. So stretching the triceps and through the lats. And then come back to center. We're going to take the fingers back to the shoulders. Elbows are wide. Moving into thoracic mobility. So upper back, and we're going to go sit nice and tall as you rotate a bit more dynamically. So keep the chest lifted. And release. Good. Just sit with your hands on your knees for a second. And just feel that around the shoulder area, around the upper back area. Now taking your hands intertwining the fingers, bringing in the fingers, hands turning the palms upwards. So intertwine fingers with the palms turned up. Now take your hands to the top of your head, pull on the fingers a little bit. At the same time, press your shoulders down and your head up. Then as you inhale, you're going to press your arms to the ceiling. And as you exhale again, pull on the fingers, press the shoulders down and your head up. Inhale again, press your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, pull on the fingers, press the shoulders down. One more time, taking the breath in and taking a breath out as you pull and hold. And then as you inhale, take your arms up. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, intertwine the fingers, drawing back through the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in, looking up. Hold it here. Now you can stay here, or as you exhale, if you want to, you come forward and raise your arms. Coming all the way back up. Take your arms overhead, stretching tall. And we're going to twist towards the right, placing one hand to the knee and one hand to the floor. Take one more breath, then inhale back through to center, and then exhale to the other side. One hand to the knee, one hand to the floor. And then inhale back to center. Big reach. Good. Bring your hands down to your knees. Keep sitting tall and then come forward, round spine. Now lean over towards the right. Keep your chin tucked as you lean back. You're looking towards the navel. Then you go over towards the left and then forward, over towards the right. Lean back. As you lean back, tuck your chin in. As you go forward, you can look down the mat a little bit. As you go back, tuck the chin in. So keep going. When you're ready, go the other way. And it's still quite early in the practice, so keep the chin tucked in as you go backwards. Coordinate the breath. Inhale as you go backwards. Exhale as you go forward. Once more. And then as you go forward, stay here. Tuck the chin. Roll all the way up. Come all the way back to upright. Good. Let's extend the legs out to the front. Raise the arms up. And then see if you can reach as far forward as possible. Holding onto the toes, sending the tailbone back. Pressing the knees towards the floor. Tucking the chin in. I'm going to hold for 2 or 3 more breaths and really focus more on the stretch now. So if you can, draw the shoulders away, send the chest forward, get the legs a fraction straighter. Really feeling the stretch. One more breath. Taking the inhale, raise both arms straight up to the ceiling and releasing down. All right, so let's come around to hands and knees. We'll place the hands under the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. And in your own time, start to move through cat flows. And just notice maybe if you slept a bit funny, if there's a bit of stickiness or a few little tight areas in the back or anything. It's a good time to give that some attention. And one more breath here. And then we come back to a flat spine. So we can take the hands slightly forward, plug the shoulders in, tuck the toes, hover the knees for a moment, feel that shoulder stability, core activation, then push up to the mountain, but keep your knees bent, and then just slowly move through heel marches. Take your time, focus on the toes, focus on the Achilles, focus on the calves. And then slowly we come back down to the knees. So as you come to your hands and knees position, dip your spine and look up towards the ceiling or sky. Exhale, go back into a round spine. Inhale, look back up and then tuck your toes again. Press back to the mountain and try and get that hinging feeling that you're leading with your hips. So we're going to do that one more time. Slowly come down to the knees. Dip the spine, look up towards the sky or the ceiling. Exhale, go into a round spine. Inhale, look back up. And then as you exhale, so look back up and then exhale, push back to the mountain. So that's an alternative when we're doing a flow, and instead of doing the cobra, you can do that as an alternative. We're going to come back down to the knees. This time, step your right foot forward between the hands. Stay on your fingertips, lean forward, open up the front of the body, and really focus on lengthening from the knee out to the crown. Close your eyes for a few moments and just keep feeling the pulling sensation all the way from the knee out to the crown. So it's not a passive position. You're actually pulling your spine long. And take one more breath here. Now tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, press back to the mountain. Ease down to the knees, dip the spine, look up. Go back into a round spine. Inhale, dip the spine. And then exhale back to the mountain. So we just brought in that little flow there. Come down to the knees and step the right leg forward. And then, left leg forward. And then we hold it here. Now we're going to feel that length again from the knee out to the crown. So this is just giving you a really nice, gentle way that you could bring in these flows and these combinations. From the knee to the crown, close your eyes for a few moments. Just keep feeling a pulling sensation. Now we're going to tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, but this time step to the front of the mat. Grab hold of the elbows, maybe rest the elbows against the top of the knees. Let your head hang. So sometimes if you're feeling a bit sore in the back or a bit vulnerable or you're low energy or you're not feeling great or you're very stiff, then you can really make those adjustments so that you can still stay with the flow. I'm going to place the hands onto the knees. Use your hands to roll up. Back a little bit, I think. Okay, and then raise your arms up. Pressing the hips away a little bit, reaching up, and then exhale, hands come to prayer. Let's take a few moments here just with the eyes closed. Reconnecting. So you want that. We're going to go into the flow, so that little combo that we were just working with is an option. Okay, so you can make those adjustments along the way. All right. So taking a breath in, raising your arms, sending your hips forward, reaching, exhale, folding forward, grabbing the ankles or just having the fingertips to the floor. Tuck your chin in. So I'm going to be cueing just the full version. Okay, so if you want to make the adjustments, then make sure you do. I'm going to step the right leg back, knee down, lengthen through. And then as you exhale, press back to the mountain. Now we're going to come down to the knees, lower the chest down, inhale to cobra. That's where you could add that cat flow if you wanted. Exhale back to the mountain. Take a big step forward with the left leg, back knee down. And then step to the front of the mat as you exhale. Press through the feet as you roll up. Take your arms overhead. Send the hips forward a little, and we're going straight back down. Exhale. Now take the left leg back, knee down. Step back to the mountain. Exhale. Hold the breath. Come to the knees. Lower the chest. Breathe into cobra. And then exhale back to the mountain. Stepping the right leg forward. Step to the front. Roll up all the way. Take the arms overhead and then exhale. Hands come back. to a prayer position. Good. Getting that movement going. So let's do that again. Breathing in, fold forward, exhale. Right leg back, knee down. Step back to the mountain. Knees, chin, chest. Cobra. Mountain. Left leg forward. Step to the front. Roll up. And then we're going to straight back down. Fold forward, left leg back. Step back to the mountain. Come down to the knees, lower the chest. Breathing in. Exhale back to the mountain. Right leg forward. Step to the front and roll up. Hands to prayer. So one other little thing to be mindful of. So if you aren't doing the cat flow instead of cobra, so if you're going to do cobra, so we'll just do another little focus on that now. So take a breath in, raise your arms. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to step the right leg back, knee down, and then step back to the mountain. Come down to the knees and hold it there for a second. So we're going to shift the weight forward. So you're leaning into your hands. Okay, arms are straight, and there's a little dip in the spine. We want to tuck the elbows in. So you really want to keep your elbows tucking tight and your chest towards the floor, and then you move into cobra. Okay, so that is your pose. It's called Ashtanga Namaskar. So it's two separate poses. Come back to the mountain. We'll look at that again on the next round. Left leg forward, breathing in. Step to the front, breathing out. Roll up through the spine. Take your arms up. And then exhale. Folding forward. We're going to take the left leg back, knee down. Hold it here. Good. Step back to the mountain. Good. Come down to the knees. Now hold it here. Shift your weight forward. So let's look at that again. You got your weight forward. You're going to tuck the elbows in super tight. You're going to pause for a moment. Then you slide into cobra. So it requires some arm strength. Exhale to the mountain. But you want your elbows tucked in tight. Step the right leg forward so that you're protecting your shoulders. Step to the front. Coming up all the way. Take your arms up. And then hands come back to a prayer position. We're going to close the eyes just for a few moments. Soften the shoulders, the chest, the abdomen. Anchoring into the feet. Easy breath. Okay, let's do a little variation just with the breath. We're going to take a breath in here. Raise your arms up. And then as you exhale, folding forward, we're going to take the right leg back, knee down. Take a breath in. Now this time, hold your breath as you go to the mountain. Come down to the knees as you lower your chest. Breathe out. Breathe into cobra. Hold your breath as you come back to the mountain. Keep holding the breath. Step the left leg forward. And now dynamic exhale as you step to the front of the mat. Now roll up, take your arms up, and then exhale again as you fold forward. Take your left leg back. Take a breath in. Hold your breath as you come back to the mountain. Come down to the knees. Breathe out dynamically as you come down. Then breathe into cobra. Hold your breath to the mountain. Hold your breath. Step the right leg forward. Exhale to the front. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, hands to prayer. So that's your traditional breath. The focus here really is about the energy, the vitality, so boosting that prana. Okay, so let's do one more round like that. Take a breath in. Exhale. Right leg back. Take that big breath in here. So really exaggerate your inhale here. Now go back to the mountain. Come down to the knees and then really dynamically exhale as you come down. Then exaggerate your inhale. Come back to the mountain. Hold the breath. Left leg forward. Hold the breath. Dynamic exhale as you step forward. Take a breath in. Raise your arms. Dynamic exhale as you go forward. The left leg back and exaggerate your breath in. Come back to the mountain, hold the breath. Come down to the knees, dynamic exhale coming down. Breathe in, cobra. So that's your exaggerated breath in. Come back to the mountain, hold the breath. Right leg forward, hold the breath. Step forward, exhale. Inhale, raise your arms. And then exhale. Hands to prayer. Let's take a moment. Anchor your feet, connect to the breath. All right. We're going to do one more round, but this time I'm going to slightly change it and we're going to hold. We're going to come into the moon salutation instead of the sun salutation. Not a huge difference. We lead with the left. We'll take a slightly different focus. So we're going to breathe in, raise the arms, exhale, fold forward. Now hold this forward bend. Maybe grab your ankles, maybe straighten the legs as much as you can. And then we take the left leg back, knee down. Okay, now raise your arms up. Intertwine the fingers, have your index fingers pointing upwards. Lean a little bit further into the front knee. And then stretch back as much as you can. So you're trying to create like a curve, like a crescent shape. So imagine that crescent shape from the foot all the way out to the fingers. Lift your gaze and hold. And take one more breath, big stretch. Hands to the floor. Step back to the mountain. Exhale. Now tuck your chin in more than you normally would. So exaggerate that chin tucking in. Focus the breath at the throat, ujjayi breathing. Another breath. We come down to the knees. We're going to shift the weight forward. Take the elbows. Inhale to cobra and we hold cobra. So you could be on your forearms. You could be in sphinx. Or you could extend if it feels okay. Hold it here. And then we go back to the mountain. Exhale. So step your right leg forward. And again, let's raise the arms, intertwine the fingers, index fingers pointing up, crescent moon, lifting. Try and get your arms back a little bit. Hands come to the floor. We're going to step to the front. Big exhale. Roll up. Take your arms overhead. Lean with your hips a little bit. And then fold forward. So again, grab your ankles. Try and get your legs a little straighter. Tuck your chin in more. This time the right leg steps back, knee down. So right leg back, crescent moon. Fingertips to the ceiling or to the sky, and then even feel like you're curving the fingertips to the back wall. Your hips move forward. Big stretch. Hands come to the floor. Step back to the mountain. Exhale. Tuck your chin in. Hold it here and focus the breath at the throat. Ujjayi breathing. Come down to the knees. Shift your weight forward and down. Inhale to cobra. And again, hold cobra. You can stay in sphinx. You can stay down on your forearms. You can lift your gaze. And back to the mountain. Big exhale. Left leg steps forward, back knee down. Arms come back up, intertwine the fingers, crescent moon. Imagine drawing the fingers all the way to the back wall. In the front knee quite a lot. And the hands to the floor. Step forward to the front of the mat. And try and straighten your legs a little. Press through, coming all the way up. And then hands come to prayer. All right, take a moment again, just standing. Unlock your knees. See if you can find that ease through the body, from the feet to the knees, to the pelvis, to the spine, to the crown. Soften the belly. We're going to bend the knees a bit more, lower the arms down, and just go into an easy rotation here. All right, and then come back through to the center. Okay, let's face the long end of the mat. Are you bored? Yeah. Oh. Okay, so we're going to take the feet out wide and go a little bit pigeon-toed with your feet. Take your hands to your hips and unlock your knees. Now hinge forward. So you just level with the ground. Okay, you want to draw the shoulder blades together. So kind of squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep your core engaged. So you don't want to just be hanging into your back muscles. Okay, you're supporting your core, is supporting your back, your torso. And then from here, just move your body from right to left like you're scanning along the ground, looking for something. Keeping your body level with the floor. And then come back to center. Now see if you can hinge all the way. You might need to unlock your knees even more. Grab your elbows and then do the same thing, swaying like a pendulum. But make sure you're not just hanging from your back. You really got to hinge from your hips. So it's got to be coming from your tailbone's got to be pointing upwards. Hamstrings stretching. If you haven't got the hamstring flexibility, bend your knees. A little bit more swaying. Come to the middle, hold it here, hang for a sec. And then place your hands to your knees, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, push the floor away with your feet as you roll up. So really key is pushing the floor away with your feet, so you're not just pulling yourself up with your back muscles. Okay, we're going to stay in the same position. Take your arms out wide, unlock your knees, and now hinge forward. So you just level with the floor again, but your arms are out wide. Now from here, take your left hand on the floor right in the middle and your right arm to the ceiling, rotate and hold. Come back to the center, both arms out. Go the other way, rotating, hold. Come back to center. Take your left hand to the right foot, raise your arm to the ceiling. Come back to the center, go the other way. Back to the center. Again, the other way. So your left hand to your right foot. This time, bring your hand onto your back and nose towards the knee. If you've got some back issues, make sure your knee stays a little bit bent. Oh, I'm a little bit bored. Reggie not playing. One more breath. Then inhale, both arms wide. And then exhale, go the other way. Bring your hand onto your back and nose towards the knee. Unlocking the knee if you need to. And then the arms go wide. And coming all the way up. Raise your arms up overhead. Big stretch up tall. And then both arms come back down. So let's keep the left leg as it is, but turn your right foot to the short end of the mat. And take your arms out wide. Bending deeply into that right leg. So you might need to shuffle the feet wider so that you can comfortably go quite deep. If you find it hard to get lower, take your feet wider. You got to have room for your joints and for your length of your bones. And then from here, reach across, forearm onto the thigh, take your top arm over your ear, extended side angle. And then get nice and low. Keep that left leg straight and sink into it. Roll the top shoulder back. You can, if you want to, take your fingertips to the ground. So your arm is on the inside of that leg. Otherwise, keep it resting on the forearm, on the thigh. You can take that top arm up and place it upside down on your back and roll the shoulder back, open the chest. And then last little you can, if you want to, is bring that arm behind underneath the thigh and see if you can grab that foot. We haven't done this one in ages. You got to keep the left leg straight. You got to rotate that shoulder back. Take a breath. Bend deeply into the right leg. All right, now then the hardest part, raise your arms. Keep the knee bent as you come up. It's always a killer on the thigh, trying to keep that knee bent. All right. So we turn the left foot, the right foot, pigeon toe, left foot out. Hold it here. Take the arms out and then bend deeply into the knee. So warrior two. Reach across, place your forearm, and then take that top arm long and hold it there. So you're on your forearm onto your thigh. You want to go nice and low, stretch long through the right leg, lengthen and hold. Again, if you want to, fingertips come to the floor. You got to get deeper to do if you're going to do that. Then take that top arm, place it upside down on your back, rotate the shoulder, stay here, or bring your hand behind. You want to go deep through that left leg, rotate the shoulders. And then press through the legs to come up and all the way up. Very good. Good boy, you're right. Hands behind, intertwine the fingers, pigeon toe the feet. Last forward bend. Bring the arms away from the body a little bit and hold it here. Shift some more weight to your toes. And then arms come into the body, bend the knees, press through the feet, coming all the way up. All right, let's come back to sitting. So bring the legs out to the front. That feel good. Good stretch. Okay. All right, we're going to bend the knees, place the feet on the ground. This one's very clingy today, isn't he? Holding on to the back of the thighs, sitting nice and tall, and then tilt the pelvis, roll back onto your sacrum, and then take your legs up, and you're going to hold on to the legs so you can press the legs into the hands, and kind of pull yourself up with your hands. You can stay there, or you can let go and extend both legs out. Looking towards the toes. Keep the chest lifted. Do another couple of breaths. Keep holding the thighs if you need to. One more breath. And bring it down. And sitting up nice and tall. Okay, let's extend the legs and do an easy forward bend. Don't go too, we've been doing quite a few forward bends. And you can actually aggravate the back area, that fascia. So don't push too much if it's not feeling good. And that's why it's really important to really feel that hinge at the hips. We're going to do that one more time. sitting, rolling back, grabbing the thighs, extending the legs, letting go if you can. And hold. One more breath. And release. I think I got a little dent there because it's super easy. Let's do the setup. It was so cute today. All right. Let's take the right leg over the left leg. Now you're going to keep the bottom leg straight, or you can wrap that leg around. And try and sit square. You could sit on a cushion. So making sure both hips are even on the ground. Okay, and then from here, wrap your arm around, bring your other hand behind you on the floor. Sitting tall, rotate your spine. And then turn your head. Close your eyes unless you're at the beach and looking at the sun, sunrise. Keep the lengthening upwards. Connect to your breath. One more big exhale. See if you can get a little bit further around, then come back, keeping the spine tall as you turn forward again. Then we'll straighten out the legs. Okay, so left leg over the right leg, keeping the right leg straight or wrapping it around. Wrap your arm around, other hand on the floor behind. Extend your spine and then rotate. And again, either closing the eyes, or you could even just fix your gaze on a point and keep connecting to the breath. One more exhale. And then come back through to the center. Good. Okay, let's give the legs a little bit of a shake out here. Now we're going to stay sitting. You can sit on your cushion if you like, or if you want to, you can lie down. So if it's a bit uncomfortable today to sit, then just lying down. We're going to do a short breathing exercise, which you can do lying down or sitting. You just want to make sure there's plenty of room for the diaphragms and for the belly. Then just close your eyes. So really extend your spine whether you're lying down or sitting. Extend, lengthening your spine. And then take an exhale and relax your belly. So soften your abdomen. Now just take a few natural, easy breaths and try to relax your shoulders and chest so the breath is really focused at the abdomen. And then on your next inhale, focusing at the abdomen, filling the belly. And now continue to breathe in and breathe into the chest. And then hold the breath in and really feel like that whole inner unit is holding and expanding. Now, as you exhale, feel like somebody's poked you in the belly, and you dynamically exhale with a sneeze. And then you hold the breath out. So we're going to take that dynamic breath into the belly, flooding that breath up into the chest. It's a 2-count breath in. And then we hold the breath in. We take a sneeze out, so dynamic breath out. And then hold the breath out. So again, 2-count breath in, breathing in for 2. Holding 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out on the exhale on 7. And hold it out for 8 and 9. Breathing in for 2. Holding, keep counting. 3, 4, 5, 6. Dynamically exhale on 7. Hold out 8 and 9. Just do a couple more rounds on your own. Do one more round. And then just return to natural flow of breath. Notice a very subtle breath flowing in and out through the nostrils. And then just allow yourself to just very softly bring the day to mind. You might want to walk through your day and see it all unfolding with a sense of ease. And then bring it back to now, this moment. We're going to take a deep breath in now, raising the arms up overhead. Bring your hands together into a prayer position. Take it all the way through to the chest. Namaste.